Hi there, I'm Jordan. In my experience, songwriting is a process with a lot of dead ends or seeming dead ends. Moments where you feel like you've learned some things, maybe developed some new skills, seem to have an idea of what you're doing, and then suddenly you're stuck. I thought I would share with you one of the little tips, I guess, that has helped me a lot over the years. So the exercise would be to take a song that you know and love, and the experiment, the tip, is to just take every instance of the one chord, the root chord, and swap it with a four chord. For purposes of this video, I'm going to use the song Let It Be by the Beatles. There are a bunch of reasons for this. One, it's a great song. Two, I've been binging the Let It Be album as a result of the Get Back documentary. It's great. Three, Let It Be uses some extremely common chord progressions. I don't know enough about pop music in the 60s to know how common they were at the time, but if you look at like generic pop music trends in the 21st century, the things that Paul McCartney did in Let It Be are extremely common. And so, performing this experiment in the context of Let It Be might give you a sense of how the experiment might make you feel in the context of other songs. So let me show you what I mean. This is how the verse of Let It Be goes. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And then it does the little descending thing that I'm not going to play with. Okay, the experiment for the 90th time is to swap one chords for four chords. That means that every time in that progression that I played a C chord, I'm going to play an F chord instead. Okay? I'm going to try to sing the melody exactly the same, just making that little change to the harmony. And let's see what that feels like. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, He is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. It ought to be apparent immediately how much that little change affected the song. Does the F chord sound bad? No, but it sounds really different. It doesn't give you the sense of resolution when you arrive back on that F as it did when you arrive on C. And in my experience, that's characteristic of the feeling that you get when you arrive at or resolve to a four chord or any other subdominant chord rather than a one chord or any other tonic chord. It doesn't sound bad though. It just sounds different. In fact, to my ear, it actually makes the song sound more modern. In fact, I recently listened to that Coldplay song with BTS, My Universe. And they kind of do that in that song. They don't seem to ever land on the tonic. They just seem to sort of always be beginning and ending with a four chord. It kind of gives me, as a listener, the sensation of this being a song that never ends. It also doesn't necessarily feel like it goes anywhere, but it can benefit you if you want something that sort of feels like perpetual rather than having very clear starting, middle, and ending points. Let's continue this experiment in the chorus of Let It Be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Do, do, do. Again, it's got this sort of, the word that's coming to mind now is like suspended sort of feeling. It doesn't ever land the way that you expect it to land if you would give us that one again. So let's just to, I guess, finish the comparison. I'm going to play two verses back to back. One with the F in place of all the C's. And the second, I'm going to start using the C's again, just so you can really hear them side by side. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, recommend that you try this with songs that you know well and enjoy. It can just sort of give you an interesting sense of, how do these chord changes really seem to intersect or not with the mood I'm experiencing as a listener? And once you observe those characteristics, it makes them easier to use in your songwriting. If you liked this, I guess you should like it or leave a comment. Otherwise, I have no idea whether this is something I should do more of. I really appreciate your time, though, and I hope you keep writing songs and take good care of yourselves.